What's going on, you guys? My name is Ihab Tantawi, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a really important topic that I always wanted to talk about. Like, for so long I wanted to make this video, but I had no opportunity before right now. And right now I decided I should make it. And what is this topic? I'm just telling you in this video how to detect whether the book you're following, your religious book, is accurate or inaccurate. Is it the righteous religion that you're following, or is it not? So how to do that? I'm going to give you first a quotation from my religious book, which I believe to be the righteous one, and for the reasons I'm going to, reflect on in this video. So it's a verse from Surat Al Nisa, from Surat Al Nisa. The verse number is 82. Allah here says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, أفلا يتدبرون القرآن ولو كان من عند غير الله لوجدوا فيه اختلافا كثيرا. Allah here is saying, do they not? He's talking to the disbelievers, of course, the ones who don't believe in the Islamic message or the message of Islam or the Islamic religion. Allah here says to them, do you not read through Quran with care? Like, do you not consider Quran with care? Why don't you just try to read it for yourself and see? Like, why do you need someone to tell you, oh, Islam is bad, you don't have to check it out, it's just soulful, all of these people are terrorists, they're extremists, and you should probably try to get rid of them instead of following them. So why being the one following and not being the one listening and reading for yourself and deciding for yourself? We are so confident about Islam because it's the righteous religion. When you are following the righteous religion, you are confident. When you are following a false religion, you are probably shy about it and try to not talk about it that often, because you emotionally you are attracted to that religion. You are like locked with it because you have been following it for so long. Just like me when I was watching wrestling as a kid, believing that it's accurate, that what the wrestling happening inside of it was real. I always wanted to believe that. Everyone around you, they were thinking, it's fake, they're acting, it's wrestling, you should not believe it. And I was like, no, it's real to me, damn it. It took me until I turned 16 years old to finally be like, you know what, man, they're right, it's fake. To them, like, it's put together. It's not fake, it's scripted. I still have struggled, because throughout my life I was in love with wrestling. I'm still in love with wrestling up to this day. So, but I have admitted that wrestling isn't actually real fighting. So, same here, same goes here. If you're following something, if you're loving something for so long, it's gonna be so hard for you to give it up. It's not like you're watching this video, okay, I've given you the proofs, and you're like, all right, let's do this right. I should probably just, switch to Islam. No, I'm just, trying to open your mind and trying to give you this information, and maybe with some more information throughout your life. It's a journey. Life is a journey. Throughout your life, you're going to perhaps be more interested in Islam. Perhaps you're going to read more about Islam, and maybe then that would lead you to finally admit your belief in Islam. Just like I did, admitting my belief that wrestling isn't really real fighting. So let's continue explaining this verse. Allah then continues as he says, had it been from other than Allah, Allah here is God, they would surely have found therein much discrepancy. Allah here is saying, if they had read it, if they really read it with concern and looked through it, if it's not from Allah, of course, if the book isn't from Allah and you read it, you're going to find inconsistencies in it, like things that don't make any sense, things that go against each other. Like in here, I could be talking about smoking and saying that, okay, smoking is forbidden, and like two chapters later, I'll be saying like this guy was smoking and this guy is a holy person to me in this religion. That would be inconsistency. Or it's just, things that don't make sense, things that go against each other. So Allah here is asking all the disbelievers, why don't you read through Quran and try to see for yourself that Quran is very consistent with its stories, with its chapters, with its verses. Nothing in it goes against the other. You can't have one verse telling you to do something and then, like 2 chapters later you would find another verse telling you to do the exact opposite of the first verse. So this you can't find in Quran, and believe me, Quran is a huge book. Not really huge. I'm not trying to make you feel like, okay, it's hard to read or it's impossible to read. You can read it like, if you're going to read like 10 pages or 1 page. I'm not gonna do the calculation right now, but you can read it in a month. If you try harder, you can read it in 15 days. If you're a great reader, you can read it in a week. If you have read it many times, you can actually read it in 1 day if you actually memorize it. Some people were capable of doing it, like reading the whole book in 1 day because they memorize it. And yeah, Quran is given to us by the memory, not the books. So I know about Quran because someone before me was memorizing it, and someone before that person was memorizing it, and someone before that person was memorizing it 20 or 24 generations before us, until we reach to the Prophet himself, peace be upon him, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's the way Quran was given to us. Like, I memorize it, and then I have children, or I have my neighbor's children. I teach it to them, they memorize it as well, and then they give it to the next generations. That's how Quran is given to, from one person to another, from one generation to another, not by finding verses or finding books or finding whatever that is considered to be a part of Quran or whatever. So Quran is saved. It's saved. Allah said in Quran that He is going to be the one saving it, because this is the final book we ever received from Allah. This is the final message. So it can't be messed with, it can't be changed. So right now, let's continue with the topic. If you're going to read through other religious books and try to see for yourself, does they make sense? Do all the verses go in one flow? Are they consistent? If you can ask yourself these questions, I'm not telling you to read Quran right now and try to study it, because probably you don't know anything about it, or you're hearing about it for the first time. But I'm sure that you have a religion, and your religion perhaps have a book. I'm just advising you, grab that book, read through it, try to analyze it, read carefully, not just read it, because I can read a book 100 times. If I'm not giving it my 100% focus, I'm not going to find anything inside it. So you should read it, you should study it, you should try to find if all the verses actually go in one flow, they're consistent. If they're not, or if you find any inconsistencies in it, then as Allah said in this verse, it's not from Allah. It's from someone else. It could be from anyone but Allah, because to be able to write a religious book this big, and okay, the Quran perhaps is this big, I'm not sure. Okay, and not have a single inconsistency in that book, one single situation that go against another. That takes a lot. No one can do it. That tells you that this book is from Allah. It's from a greater power that is inhuman. Like, humans can't write this book. And I'm telling you, the Bible, to me, is from Allah. The Torah, which is the Jews' book, is from Allah as well, to me. But in my Islamic faith, it's been changed. Like, the verses in it has been changed. How do I judge if the Torah or the Bible, the verses of them, if they're accurate or if they're changed? How to detect that? It's by, reading them side to side with Quran. If I find any verses here that go along with these verses inside the Quran, then probably these verses are accurate. They haven't been touched yet. They are not changed by anyone. But if I find them going against Quran, then these verses have been put in that book or changed by someone. So I'm just advising you right now to end this video, because we're almost 10 minutes into that video. I'm just advising you, read your religious book first. If you're a firm believer in your religion right now and you're not a Muslim, I'm advising you to read it. Even if you're a Muslim, read Quran, find the consistencies in it yourself to increase your faith, to think. Allah always telling us to think. Like, you have a book this great and you're not reading it at all. Like, most of us aren't reading Quran right now, and it's sad. Like, you should be considering to read Quran on daily basis, like even one page a day, because this book is so great it can't be left. And it's a sign, because some of you would be like, okay, so you're advising us to read a book that nobody reads. I'm not saying that nobody reads, but the majority of the generations, the new generations, the kids these days, me including, myself included, sometimes we're not giving Quran its right. We're not reading it as we should. And this is a sign of the judgment day, I'm sorry, because we're getting closer and closer towards Judgment Day. And one of its signs is Quran will be left. Not left with E, left with I. It's gonna be left. It's gonna be, you know, missing from this world. And all of the Muslims in this world will be like, okay, I remember my grandparents, they used to be Muslims. They used to say Allahu Akbar or Bismillah or La ilaha illallah, which is no God but Allah. So this is predicted. It's not telling you anything about the Quran being a weak book. It's telling you something about us being weak humans, because we're not following the righteous book these days. But yeah, there are still many, absolutely, like many people reading Quran every day, keeping their spending their time in reading it and studying it. And I'm just advising more people to do it. If you're a firm believer of your religion, just start reading your book, try to study it. I want you to find a inconsistency in it. If you can't, then okay, just come to me and be like, okay, my book doesn't have any inconsistencies in it. But don't be like, okay, I'm gonna take that challenge. You grab your book, you read it, you read the first few pages, and then you come to me, okay, I've read it and it has no inconsistencies in it, okay? It takes studying. Like, I expect you to come back in a month, 2 months, in a year from now, after studying, after doing your researches, after reading it, because, not for me, but for you, because you want the truth. I have found the truth. I was born in this truth. Alhamdulillah, thank God. So you want the truth, you need to find it for you, because it's going to benefit you. Because if you turn a Muslim, great. I would love to have people turning Muslims and finding their way to heaven because of my guidance, because of the video I made. That would mean the world to me. But if you don't, you don't. It's not going to take me to hell. It's not going to be like in the Judgment Day, Allah's going to be like, you didn't bring that person to Islam, you're not going to heaven. It's not going to, you know, damage me in any way. It's only going to benefit you. So don't do it to challenge me. Do it to benefit yourself. Read through your book. If it doesn't have any inconsistencies, great. You can send me that book. I'm going to read it as well. Maybe you have something that I don't have. If it does have inconsistencies in it and you are shocked by it, I'm advising you to start reading and studying through Quran, because this is the book that doesn't have any inconsistencies in it. And the sad fact, or the sad truth, that in the Dark Ages, like in the before the Renaissance, people were, you know, leaving the religion and trying to decrease its role in their lives. They were shocked by, you know, all the new discoveries proving some of the things inside the Bible to be false. People were starting to think, okay, maybe we can have a religion, but religion isn't everything, and life is more important, and human is the center of this world. People started to make a lot of conclusions, started to jump into conclusions that aren't really accurate, instead of searching for the righteous religion. And I'm telling you right now, you don't have to be that way. You can find the righteous religion, and you can read through the Quran, find for yourself, see for yourself that it doesn't have inconsistencies in it. It's a really big book. And I'm gonna make a complete video, inshallah, if Allah may, about this, all the things inside Quran that people actually at some point were saying that these things are inconsistent, and they turned out eventually to be one of the most, or some of the most consistent, I'm sorry, or excuse me, some of the most inconsistent things inside Quran. And this is going to be included in our upcoming video about this matter. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in this topic. This is going to be not a main topic on the channel unless you guys like it. I'm just making and trying to make a lot of content on this channel, and no content would be better than this. And this is actually a channel for me where I just shoot whatever video I want, not a specific topic, not something that I should just be strict to it like my other channel where I only have to do fitness. And fitness is great. Fitness videos are really great, and it's, you know, it's amazing, but you can't like connect with your audience because you're just telling them how to exercise and give them exercise advices, but you're not actually being yourself in these videos. So yeah, my other channel is still going on, but this channel is just another channel. It's a side channel where I do whatever videos I want to do with no control, with no topic. So if you like this video, make sure to like it, subscribe, click the subscribe button, or click the ring bell to make sure that our content gets to you as soon as we upload it. You find it as soon as we upload it. Make sure to leave love in the comments. Don't be hateful, because remember, I'm only making this video because I find it my job to advise people to try to consider these things that we don't know about. I read Quran, you didn't read it before, I'm giving you something from Quran. You can be okay, I agree with you, no, okay, maybe that doesn't make sense to me. It's up to you. I'm just a messenger, just like every other Muslim should be a messenger. You should be a messenger, but you have no opportunity, no authority to force anyone to join your religion. If you want to continue to be Christian, good for you. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to say anything about it. It's up to you, because it's your choice. You're the one who's going to be judged about it by Allah or God in the judgment day, not me. So it's your choice. I have no authority to force you, okay? Even though I would love for each and everyone watching this video and not watching this video to be in heaven in the afterlife. I don't want anyone to go to hell. So don't hate me for that, okay? Even if you find me to be not accurate, because I find myself accurate, 100% accurate. I have zero doubt in my mind, my heart. I'm a firm believer. And I'm not an extremist. I'm a firm believer because of all the proofs and all the evidences that I've witnessed throughout my life. Because throughout my life, I've been a Muslim. I did my researches. I've, kept an eye on other religions. What do they teach in their religions? And I have found Islam to be still the perfect religion and the most consistent religion. So I'm just advising you. This has been a really long outro. Make sure to watch this video if a video pops up, and this video. I'm not sure, my head would be stuck in the middle. Now it's gone. I'm not sure. Anyways, as I said, subscribe to the channel and goodbye. See you in a new video soon.